this Georgia Tech team is interesting. They are top 100 in tempo. They like to play a little bit faster. They've got two bigs that are pretty good in Sylla and Baye Ndongo. Ndongo we've seen quite a bit as Duke fans. We've seen him already 5 times. And his freshman year, he gave us a lot of problems. He was the best player in the first game when Duke played against them. He outplayed Kyle Filipowski in that one. So this is a real player at the power forward. And he'll play some minutes at center. I think their most dangerous player is Kowacie Reeves. I think he's a guy who can put in 5 or 6 threes in a given game. He has that type of scoring and shooting ability. And they are, with the two bigs, they're a pretty good shot blocking team. So let's go into Georgia Tech, and then after that, we'll talk about what Duke needs to do in this game, what I'm looking for from the Blue Devils with that. The other thing I want to point out as we're looking at the roster here quickly, this is, while they do have two bigs, their wings and forwards, they don't really have anybody in that 6'8" range. So I think what that means is I watched their game against Mississippi State. And despite them having their two bigs, now there were moments in the game where they were playing with one. And when they play with one, it's really apparent. But even with both bigs, their guards can be beat off the dribble or with back cuts. And it leaves their bigs in tough situations where they have to either help off of their guy and give up a bucket, or they don't help and give up an easier two. And I think that's going to be an area for Duke to take advantage of. Just looking at the size of this team, you've got Sylla, 6'10". You've got Baye Ndongo, 6'9". Peyton Marshall's your backup center at 7 foot. But then in terms of guys who play, everyone else is 6'6" or smaller. Now, their guards have decent size. They're 6'4". Kai Fleming 6'4". Lamar Washington, Mustaf is 6'5", and then your wings Kraft and Reeves are both at 6'6". So it's not like they're necessarily small, and I think the size is going to be relatively even. But I do think their guards can be beat off the dribble and with the back cuts to expose opportunities for Duke to score at the basket.